Alright, we're back with some more EU Resurrections. They had to restart the server and it fucking fucked up my recording. Because of course it did. So, we're going back. So they were talking about like what they did before. You know, we were in the mess hall just fucking around a little bit. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So I'm just loading back in now. So apparently they updated the content pack. Something about like the character models. So hey, whatever. Alright, we're back. Fucking put me back in the fucking. Put me back where I was before. Get stuck.
You know what? There really is nothing better than a good old steaming cat.
Can't argue with that.
Well, there's sachets in one of these barrels if you. Morning.
One.
Group leader.
Veers,
I've got
please.
water on if you want a calf.
Oh, please.
Got your cup.
Aye. Not functional till I have my kaffa.
I heard we're supposed to get an arms shipment in soon. I could use some more ammo.
Where'd you hear that?
Happened to be walking through the command center on the bridge and overheard the admiral say something about an arms shipment.
Well, hey, miracles do happen.
Of course, knowing logistics, it's probably not going to happen.
Oh, well, the captain will let us know whatever trickles our way.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Let's hear it.
What's an AH-17?
Oh, it's a blaster. It's a carbine. Bigger than a pistol. Yeah, bigger than a pistol, smaller than a rifle.
Here you go, Biz.
Do
Cheers.
any of you need a
Appreciate you.
power pack for one? I've been holding on to it for a while.
I can take a
I've got
spare.
4 already. So
I got some power packs.
There's
Just
some
need
in
some.
the,
I'll give it to you.
Just
there's
need some blue
auxiliary
Tabana to
storage
put in it.
downstairs as well.
If we need to, I'll put it. Thank you.
Downstairs.
Oh,
I have Tabana gas? I could use some.
Not much, but a little bit.
My friend.
They only got
You know
like a
where
magazine and a
Hey,
half
where
of
the
Josh.
mine.
junction heads to the brig and down to the
How you doing, Sheila?
If you look down there, you'll see it.
So close.
that's
Do it.
better.
So towards the brig, then down to
Good, yeah.
the hangar from there?
No, there's a red coloured,
Oh, well,
a reddish coloured
Does it
cross.
get better? Does something on a ship
way
get
there.
any easier?
One way leads you down to the hangar bay.
You're
One way
asking
leads
the wrong person,
the,
love.
to the.
You've got your hands on calf crystals,
rig
but not
and-
tobacco.
Well,
I know.
I'm hoping it will, because I didn't sleep
Oh,
at all.
Hopefully when we
right.
land
Hold
on
on.
planet, I can
Before
get some.
I forget,
Drink if we.
What do you think, Spaz?
patches. Admiral had them printed last night. That's for Green
hard
Group.
to sleep
Get that distributed to everybody.
after
Right.
we left the planet.
You go, Don. Take yours first.
Yeah, it's
The
definitely a
badmen
different
were
experience.
shooting at us for about an hour or so.
And get those adhered onto your
Then we
uniforms.
came in.
Yeah, it's been a crazy, past day or so.
Right, you guys. Don't know if you heard that, but you're getting patches. Here you go. Here's a patch each.
What's a patch?
It designates
I feel
you
like
as
I
in
know
our
what a
unit.
patch is. Oh,
It goes
oh.
on your arm. It shows that people that you're with us. There you go.
8.
Here you go, Kush.
It's 8.
Here you go, Spice.
Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. Why the fuck did I do that?
Morning, gosh. How'd you sleep?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good to hear.
Yourself?
I toss and turn. I hate being in space, to tell you the truth. Nothing better than solid ground beneath your feet.
Is that right?
I'm the farthest thing from a Navy man, I'll tell you.
Been a long time
What? Aye.
on any kind of craft. It's really...
It apparently grows on you. I'm not sure how much I believe that.
That, I guess.
Oh,
After
did
you
he? Eventually.
On it, Doc.
Morning, Gosh.
Oh, Doc, got something for you.
Morning, Doctor.
Yeah,
ahead and-
what's up?
Gear that to your uniform when you got a minute. That's our designator.
Yeah.
This
You got
is
one of
the wrong
those?
place.
Really get one on.
Thanks. I'll get that on.
Oh.
Morning, Doctor.
How's it going, Veers?
Another day in paradise.
For some reason it's not working.
Hold on.
Ain't
on a
that the
second.
truth?
Good morning.
Morning. Here you go. This shows people
Gonna
that
pick
you're
up
part
the
of our
galley this
unit,
morning.
okay? Yeah,
Yes,
the
thank
uniform.
They're gonna. I think they do meal call in. Let me check my chrono.
So they actually do meal call?
Oh, 15 till. Aye. Well, usually the captain will run around
how you
and
slept?
drag you in and say, "Hey, it's chow time," and they'll pull out whatever we have in stores.
What? What the fuck do you mean? I mean,
But we got a cook.
I have
Anyone
not,
anyone
slept
proficient?
very well.
These ration bars are getting old
yes, this
quick.
fucking
Very
command
well.
does
Not
exist.
really,
What the
Doc,
fuck
but
do
there's
you
some
mean it doesn't
proof
exist?
of
I'm not much
barrels over there.
Yes.
I'm more familiar with rations. I'm no
very nice.
hand at cooking.
Although it's
Well,
only been 2 days you are practicing.
I guess
very
consider me
well.
spoiled. Chandrilla was
Yeah,
far
I
better
knew it
for
was
food
coming.
than
It is still a bit. Not
Well, I
can
was
cook for
kidding.
myself,
Think about
but
myself
cooking
for
a
once.
crowd?
Oh, yes.
Typhoon food, not
Are
so
you
good.
also from
There we go.
Chandrilla?
Now it works.
Yeah, Hannah City. Why?
Well, me too.
Huh?
Small galaxy.
Yeah. Were
I
you
said
from
it first.
the rich part, or the moderately rich part,
well-
or?
I'm a physician by trade, so it's not like I was lacking. Not of course, his well-bornness has me beaten money, but I decent
definitely.
life for myself.
What'd you do? Have a practice on Hartley Street?
I worked for
Morning, Kip.
the Imperial
Ah,
Regional Medical
morning,
Facility.
Kosh.
Ooh, fancy.
Let's get
not
into the
really.
canteen
They just
proper. Let's
renamed
not be clogging up the
They
hallway. Come on.
renamed us too.
Yeah, they renamed
Sleep
everything.
well, mate.
Yes, I slept
You-
very well for the
Technically,
first
we were
time in a while.
Imperial Security and Intelligence, but we didn't
On that
work
bed
for
there.
them at all.
Yes, it's nice sleeping on a
Yeah, they
proper
do
bed.
that. Those in charge seem to think that just going along with what the Emperor thought
Make sure
would
that's adhered to your
help them
uniform.
prosper.
How about you? How did you fare
All too
in the
eager.
last
Never works that
days?
way.
Can't complain. Managed to sleep.
Of course,
Ah, that is good
I can't
to
really
hear.
complain either. The pay was better
It
under
looks
the
like there's
Emperor.
lots of movements in the corridors. Perhaps they are planning for something.
I don't think
I just
our
wait till they tell
pay
me.
ever changed, but I also didn't start working
Ah,
until
yes.
about
I
half
should
a
take a
decade
lesson
ago.
from you. Just wait.
Neither did I, but the older physicians on staff, that's a universal pay bump.
For now.
Just
I'm sure
after
they
Now
might.
it's
the.
time to wait. Later. That's
It's not fair.
Yes,
they
you are
said
right.
that I was making
You
the
are very
same
right
as them.
with assumption.
Have any of you seen Hex?
smarter
I
people
need
than
to
me.
speak with
Yeah,
him.
well,
What can you do?
I
Not
made
yet.
enough to get by and feed my cat, so
Oh, cat.
that was enough
Oh,
for
how
me.
lofty. Talk
The,
about ambitious.
The missus was a teacher. So,
Both
I-
of my parents were.
oh. Well then, you should know that the current education changes that came weren't the best.
Oh, I'm very well aware. My mother is an
have you seen
administrator,
Hex?
and she had to deal with
Oh,
all of
No,
that
I'm afraid not
directly.
yet.
I'll
Well,
never
I'm
forget
gonna
the
go
day
walk
they
around myself.
took our
He'll be
old
coming around
Lions,
soon, though.
Wanna go for a walk?
Yes,
learned
let's go
text
for a
pads
walk. I would like
and
that.
dropped off those
Let's
new
go,
Imperial
Swaz.
ones.
Roy
were,
didn't
uh,
think about want to say
I
anything.
like to go to the hangar, you know.
Quite different, to say the least.
They were definitely a learning curve, especially for the younger students.
Yeah, I was just getting out of primary school. It wasn't.
All the core world talk makes me feel like a hick.
Tell me about it. I'm from the Outer Rim.
I assure you, you have more better table manners than the both of us.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I'm
we
from
just
the
had
wrong side
money,
of the
but we
rim.
didn't really have any poshness.
Right.
What about you, Don? Where are you from?
What are you looking for?
Little known planet, Dewalt.
Some extra
It's a
tools
mining
that
slash
make the battery
agricultural world
expensive
on the
amount
Outer Rim.
of repairs. to it.
Okay.
Mining and agriculture, huh?
Yeah, about half and
We're
half.
talking about 2 new fitted
Mining, I assume, is done by the
Yay wing.
Empire, I assume.
It's pretty actually. It's not
Yeah,
in
that ship
control
looked a bit
under
banged
the
up.
control of the Empire currently, at least right now. It's out of the way. It's out of the way of the major hyperlane, so there's not a big Imperial presence there.
We had a contract with the Oro company for a while, the Outer Rim Ore Works. They would bring a bunch of transpar steel and a few other materials for upgrading and doing some optimizations on the city infrastructure. Boring stuff, but
The boring stuff is important nonetheless.
oh, of course. You know, and especially when you have to sit in front of some mining magistrate and deal with price gouging and all the negotiations. Ugh.
I think that's
I don't miss it.
tried dealing with
if you
normal
tell me,
judges.
if you listen to me, I mean, truthfully, everyone's always worried about the galactic scale, but I mean, it really is the little guys. I mean, it's the planetary governors who really impact your life. I mean, who ensures that your space lanes stay clear and that blockades aren't put around your planet constantly?
I mean, why do you think we put so much effort and stress on the on starfighter core or planetary starfighter cores and things like that?
Exactly. A planet without a planetary militia really is just a
Asking for trouble.
It's asking for trouble.
Exactly.
You need to get out of my head, squad leader.
Listen, I grew up on Utapu. Because we didn't have a strong planetary militia, we ended up under that empire.
Well, you keep pulling words out of my head. If I pat you down, am I gonna find a lightsaber?
A lightsaber, Veers.
I wish.
Next, they're gonna tell me you're a Jedi.
Oh, please.
You're gonna do that little wave your hat
push me.
thing and move it on.
I'm gonna wave my hand while grabbing your collar and throw you out the airlock.
You can try.
Oh, just because you're tall doesn't mean you're not a string bean.
That's what Jax was always for. He was always the muscle.
Somehow, I'm not surprised.
He says he's a talker, but just ask him about Pantora and how much time we spent in that jail.
You know,
I'd be careful saying
part
that
of me
around
is scared to
Kosh.
ask. Oh, yeah.
It wasn't Pantoran government. It was Imperial.
It's always
Well,
the
well,
imps,
then
they
say that
ruin
around him all you
perfectly
please.
good worlds.
Yeah. We were helping. Well, we weren't direct. The other resistance cells there. We were delivering medical supplies. Didn't have an up-to-date registry for them.
Huh.
Though I think, if I'm being so blunt, I think their bunks were more comfortable than the ones aboard here.
No.
Eden
I
Venka?
can't imagine any place that's
Evening.
less comfortable than
Or
this.
morning. What the?
And I've got it
Ooh.
better. At least my
Space gets you turned
at least
around.
the bunk in the med center. has some padding to it
Honestly, I
instead of
don't know what
hammocks.
it is.
I wish I had a comm link. It would link up and tell you what time
Can
it
it
is.
be morning or night if there is no sun?
Well, there's
That's actually a
the
good point.
galactic
We're surrounded by
timetable,
stars.
There's the human circadian
shift
rhythm.
rotation.
and the
Well, I've
galactic
got-
based on the sun.
galactic timetable.
I've got a compact, but it
Universal
doesn't actually
calendar.
link to, it doesn't link to my chrono. My chrono is actually still set to Andoranian time, believe it or not.
Oh goodness!
Huh.
I just check it out of habit,
Your
I really
Highness.
do. Mm.
Time was it there?
What's your plan once you get back to Onderon? You're gonna take the seat and abandon us?
1428 local is what time it is. That's a good question. I'm figuring that part out.
Well, there's plenty of other worlds that need to be liberated along with Onderon.
Well, step
Well, if
one
my
is
father
getting rid of
dies, someone needs to
Empire.
take the
To give
throne.
away.
I suppose, but I mean, there's other ways you could support.
That's what the Royal Treasury is for, I'd imagine.
Reading my mind.
So Viz. No.
Mr.
Way.
Way.
Even.
So
Morning
Viz.
blast!
When you take the
Good day,
Good
Mr.
afternoon,
Way.
actually.
There we
Thank
are.
you.
Cool, like,
and you've liberated your
if we need
planet,
Oh,
to do
hey,
something,
Pavin.
don't we?
what government are you going to go for?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well,
There's so many options.
Well,
Wanna help me
Onderon
downstairs?
was for the
X.
last
oh yeah, sure. I think we need
50,
for that,
60...
though.
Actually, no. For the last
we
200
Coming.
was a monarchy.
Yeah, no, I managed to
But,
get the
how's it look?
Ah,
That's about how bad it is.
The gun.
Well, don't worry.
Hex.
It'll look great
Hey,
when we
take
park
this,
it outside the
uniform
Imperial
off.
Palace.
Taken off it, bent, unless
I'm thinking of burying it in the sand and discovering it later.
some intended target.
there you go.
We can go do
Send it to
that then.
Tatooine. We'll say it's
Maybe
some
you'll find your
old
head while
relic
you're
from the
at it.
last war.
I'm sort of hungry, but we can go do that.
It's still a droid like that, but tools. Look
Any
pretty
idea
fresh.
when we're moving out?
An
It is-
A-Wing? Wait. You're working on an A-Wing?
No idea.
Well,
damn
a
right.
destroyed
I'm still
A-wing.
trying to figure
The
out
previous
It's really
owner
damaged.
my way
actually
around this stupid
smashed
ship.
it
So I
with
bet
an
they're all
android of some
damaged.
sort.
Those things are criffing
And,
ancient.
yeah, do you want to have a look
I'm
at
quickly discovering I'm
A-Wing,
not a big fan
100
of
Sure,
white
let's take a
walls.
look.
owners.
I'm curious.
Large white
Last
lights,
owner,
not much
slightly
as it
careless.
stands now?
Yeah, let's see this hunk
Oh,
of
it's
junk.
alright. You get used to it.
It's my A-wing.
At least this window isn't
I
facing
don't plan
near
on
a
flying,
star.
that's for sure.
Yeah, me
No,
neither.
don't let me anywhere near the yoke of a starfighter. I will crash it.
Good to know, Doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
Oh, sorry about that, Veers. I thought you were the doctor.
It's his A-wing?
No, it was Hex. Yeah, he did mention it's his A-Wing, but I'm not going anywhere near the criffing thing.
Yeah, he's in charge of us. Is it?
Windows, the lighting's
Assume this is the right way.
especially if the
Use a ground crew?
walk around banging your head against it.
Oh,
The
sorry.
ground crew once it gets up and running.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me.
Is this the right way, Palvin?
I think I had to come through here to get up there to the upper bay.
I think we're going the right way. This looks familiar.
I think I'm
Take a
feeling
right.
it's this way.
Maybe over here.
I don't
No,
like how
there's a
these are.
supply room over there.
Ooh, actually, let me grab one of these
Wait,
spare
wait.
compacts before I head up.
Yeah, no, yeah. Take one of those. Take one of those. It's gonna.
Wait, I need to see if
Wait,
they packs.
Well, hold on, before you start looting. Just wait
yeah, no, we
on
need
that
to
for
ask-
a second.
We need to probably ask permission before we take it.
Nah, we're fine.
Yeah. Do one of you just grab a
Yeah.
compact?
I
No.
did. I got
I
one.
didn't grab one.
Do you want it?
Alright,
He did.
well, bring it to the other squad leader when you can. I'm getting that extra one for Hesta. And then, Life,
What I
whenever
need
he
is a
shows
container of
face, he'll
Tabanic
need one.
gas. Ugh. But yeah, sure. I'll bring it to the other squad lead and I'll get
Oh
a
no,
chance.
this is it. Get in.
Ah! Why do they do that?
No clue.
This is it.
Oh, by the force!
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hit by
How
an
the
asteroid.
hell?
Yeah.
How in the nine hells is he alive?
Oh, he's dead.
No,
The pi- he's
The
dead.
pilot's dead?
the pilot
Aw.
is dead. Yeah, the
May the
pilot is
may
dead.
you rest in the force.
I got hit by an asteroid.
Okay. Yeah, it's a wonder how this thing didn't just immediately implode and
Explode, yeah.
get vaporized.
Especially since it's over 200 years old.
Well, I wish you luck, but this is one hell of a fixer-upper.
Yeah, we'll need it. But we have a Hex is good. He seems knowledgeable, so
The exit.
Get it done.
Yeah,
known to be
Griffin,
the,
old head like
damage,
him, I'd hope he'd be knowledgeable.
And some of the inner circuitry doesn't appear to be affected, surprisingly.
I think
yeah.
Sayla's also
Oh, there
interested in
goes
mechanics.
There goes Heck.
What?
I wish you the best of luck in getting this hunk of scrap flying, cause I don't hold much faith.
I've seen worse.
The only way you could see worse if it was just pure criffing dust.
Nah. Fundamentals are all there, and the frame's still there. Just
I'm
needs a
gonna
new coat
keep
of paint,
this.
some new engines,
So
and then it'll be good.
I've managed to loosen the other engine, by the way. Should need
Well,
some more elbow grease.
If I'll tell you what, if you get that thing flying, I'll get you 100 credits.
What would I spend 100 credits on?
Yeah, what
I don't know, whatever you want to spend 100 credits on.
we have
How
friendly
about
ports still.
you get me now?
Deal.
Something that would actually be useful.
we do need an astromech for this.
Get it flying, I'll find you an astromech.
Great.
I haven't seen any of these told the Astrum be wrong.
Nobody shakes hands on this Griffin ship.
No, I don't think this one takes Astrum X. It's the X-wing, the bomber.
No, it should have a... well, that's right. I don't really know. Do that.
Astromech's also perform repairs, so it can also
Right.
be used for when it's at the hangar.
I know those
Just like
X-Wings
ballistic
have...
checks.
Yeah, they have,
It's so dangerous to fly. The firepower.
docking
is
ports for them.
immense. It's done wonders against Vong and did a lot during the Third Galactic Civil War. I mean,
Well,
this thing.
what I heard about is that it's a Griffin crotch rocket.
They're fast
Yeah,
and
They handle
maneuverable.
well.
They're fast maneuverable, but
Do they?
they don't have any armored
They do.
shields, as you can
Right.
see.
They have superior handling characteristics. Very maneuverable, reasonably agile,
It's-
excellent interceptor.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's kind of similar.
I've
to
never
the
flown anything
TIE
bigger than a transport speeder, so... take my critiques with a grain of salt.
Very similar to the advanced ties and the interceptors that the Empire evolved like to fly.
This is one of the Gen 1 models, or is it one of the more,
I'm assuming probably
Well,
recently.
really matter. The characteristics that would set it apart from one Gen 2 are currently blown out of it.
Fair enough.
We have the frame. All we need is everything else to put on it.
You reckon you could,
You think that the Admiral's was gonna know about where we can find another shield generator? The one that it has now, completely blown out. It's destroyed.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. We'll find something. Do.
I reckon you could probably Frankenstein some parts from different parts of other electrical components.
I like
just thread the needle.
cannibalize things.
Aye.
We can't do anything without the engines. But that's a problem for a different day.
Aye.
What are those people doing at the bay?
They're just chatting. I'm gonna
Those
leave
are
you
the new
with your
guys.
pet scrap pile.
But not the one. Andor, he's not new.
Oh, this is the this is flight control. Oops.
Well, you can still get up to the other way from here. You don't have to use the lift.
It's probably faster. I don't know.
Oh, it's definitely
Don't
fast.
know why they designed it like that.
I'm pretty sure this ship was just cobbled together with whatever they had. I don't know what class it is.
Probably a light cruiser type.
I'd say heavy frigate at the very least.
Heavy frigate, light cruiser, similar weight classes, I think.
I don't know what the armament is though. That'd be very interesting to find out. Hopefully it has some more than like 2 turbo lasers
of these
or something.
ships. Oh, of course not. I don't think the flagship would have or be so lightly armed. Hold on. Is that another panel missing? What the carrot bastard? Oh look, a fusion cutter.
Did someone just leave one down there?
Huh?
Probably an engineer just left it.
Free fusion cutter.
Huh, I'll take it.
Couldn't hurt.
Never know when you might need one.
Blast.
Never know when you might need one of these. Cut through a grate or
I'm
something.
not old, you're old. Shut up. Ugh.
Would you like a hand?
Nope, I'm good.
Alright.
No, you're old. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm only 23. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, shut it. It does worry me, and all those panels are just slapdashed around.
At least.
It is what it is. What frequency are we operating on anyway for the compact?
I'll figure that out here in a second.
Alright.
Pesta, this is yours. Pesta.
Oh, I've already got one.
Bless all.
I walked past there on my way up from the brig, didn't I?
Alright, Doctor, that's yours.
Don't you worry, just howl it for me if someone stubs their toe.
Does anyone know what frequencies to avoid?
Yeah.
Oh, 111.
Probably a good question.
That's a pretty common Imperial one.
Fair
We
enough.
used to have a handful of them before
Hackins,
we had Imperial control over.
Get that spare one whenever you see Blythe, get it to him.
Understood.
You'd be surprised how simple these Imperial,
what am I supposed to set this to?
Set it 326.4. That's what we'll operate on.
Oh.
What was that number again?
3264.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, set.
Any word from Soul yet?
Nah, not a word.
Lovely.
Who is
Nice,
that again?
he just... the Admiral.
So, here's a new question.
Aye.
What's
By the way,
an
I'm keeping
admiral
this. Blythe is
in
never getting this fucking
comparison
comic.
to a captain
An admiral
and
commands.
everything
An admiral commands a task route. A captain commands a ship.
Pardon me.
Look, what you need to know is that whatever Soul or Admiral Halsey says goes. Alright?
Yeah. He the big chief.
His boat, his word.
Probably figure that out.
Yeah, upset with
I think he just went AFK. He's not doing anything too suspicious.
You know, yeah, I was about to say, I thought that would be his flagship, in all honesty.
Well,
it might just be sentimental.
Moncalla's are big. They're not fast.
Well, you do know
they're
their
well
ships.
armed,
I mean,
and that's the problem. They're not fast enough. A commander needs
the
to be
thing
able to
about their
zip
ships
around.
is their bid legs. They used to, at least they used to be.
Dex, did you get one of our unit patches?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I have a spare.
Dex, was it? I don't think we've been introduced. I'm done. Nice to meet you.
You want to see where Way went?
Oh, you said... Wait, no, I didn't see him.
Tabs on him.
Patch is upside
He's in
down.
his
I
quarters.
think your patch is upside down.
I walked in the hallway
Liz,
after
in
him to see
deference
where he
to
went.
everyone's feelings, by the way, I've decided
no.
I'm not giving him a patch until he's proven himself to us.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not like you can't pick him out of a crowd.
Down?
Oh no.
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's on. You're good.
You gotta make it look like mine.
There we go.
Yeah, if you don't want to command him, or the other squad leader don't want to command him, I'll take him in my...
I'm sure he'll bounce between us. It's...
Yeah.
I'm not trying to keep
He's
too
under
regimented
the,
a system.
He's under the watch of Imperial Intelligence, or correction, please.
He's under
Imperial
watch
intelligence.
Well, I imagine he's under the watch of them
God,
too.
he probably is. Let's be honest.
But he's
sure
under
we
the
all are.
watchful eye of Alliance Intelligence.
As long as he's not wearing any kind of bugs, we're fine. Tracking
fine.
devices.
It's not our job to keep
Hey.
track of everything that he's doing. That's on the job of our spook boys.
If he was
Mhm.
wearing a
My
tracking
job's
device,
just to
Hey,
the
let me
Imperials
know.
would have jumped us by
We
We
now.
can see... We can see if he'll fit in a stormtrooper outfit still. He could do some infill for us.
Well,
You know,
I think
that's
they've changed
not a
the
half bad
uniforms, son.
idea. Yeah, but he still knows the
See?
jargon, doesn't it?
Aye. We should, at least.
My apologies,
Welcome.
Mr. Way?
Mr. Me. Indeed.
Oh, by the way,
When
anyone
you
that
were,
didn't hear earlier, there's calf
I-
crystals over in that red barrel over there.
And not a leaf of tobacco. Such a shame.
Yeah, we'll probably be able to find someone.
you'll
we
be
get
fine
down
without
planet
it.
side.
Well, not me. It's more for him. You see, take this as a good opportunity. You might be able to quit.
Griff, no.
Hey, smoking kills, right, Doc?
Let me. Yes.
So blast a bolt to the head. And
That's
which
why you
one's
got
more
that
likely to
helmet
happen to me?
That's what got that
Fair
helmet
enough.
on. Don't you worry.
We can cure cancer. We can't really cure a blaster bolt to the side of your head.
That's true.
Not
we
with
can.
that attitude.
Sure, we can. Fact, it's a miracle drug.
See,
It depends
I
if it blows your
subscribe to the
brain or
view.
not.
If I'm gonna...
Okay, let me put it this way. If I've got half my brains scattered, I'd rather you just let me go, please.
Don't worry, I'm not.
Well, you don't
I'm
wanna-
not letting you
you don't
bleed
wanna
all
Borg
over my
out?
uniform.
I mean, I'll forget all my jokes.
Oh, so we won't be.
Well, that's a good
a
thing
lot.
that most of them aren't funny.
Ooh.
Criff you guys, criff you.
I don't know. If you knock him in the noggin hard enough, he might actually get a sense of humor. You know, the company
No,
comedian.
that might be true, but you know who'll never have one is Blythe.
No, you'd need a whole
He really
criffing
is
turbo
like
laser
that.
to get a.
Heath, Mr. Call Me Agent.
That's the best joke he's
Yeah.
told.
Yes.
I feel a little nervous working with him, to be quite honest with you. Not that
Just
I think
jokes
he's a bad
aside.
person.
Don't.
Jokes aside, he's not a bad man. He's just a little cagey.
He seems very serious.
Well,
He's a little retentive.
he does a
sure,
serious
but
job.
He's all right.
I
Can't
mean,
blame the
I
man.
did a serious job.
The only
But
problem with him is he don't drink. That's obviously she
He doesn't drink. How can you trust a man who doesn't drink?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Doctor.
Listen,
I don't drink either, but
I don't.
Bunch of.
I have a particular taste.
Trust me, couple of deployments in the world.
Look, don't
There's
you
no
worry,
way I
Veers.
can say it. There's no criffing way I can say it without sounding like a snob.
Don't worry, Veers. I've got
Just-
a bottle of Chateau de Stillstrider stashed away for a time of celebration.
No, what you need, and you're gonna call me crazy, but what you need is Cortic brandy.
Brilliant whiskey.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could afford that
Get
on a
this
doctor's
one.
salary.
Well, what makes it so you can't get it straight. You have to get it watered down because otherwise that stuff will kill you. Because you know you're gonna try and drink something straight that Wookiees drink, right? And that's just not gonna happen. So to make it palatable for humans, they mix it with what was it? Anyway, they mix it with another liquid and then they strain it through some local fauna from Kashyyyk. And then when it's strained through
they
that,
strain it through
then
an
they
animal?
bottle it. Or flora, whatever.
Kind of reminds me of this one drink some of our engineering boys used to drink back on some of those bases we were on. They made this thing called, they called it engine sludge. It was a thick, potent beverage. It looked like if you mixed a nice dark beer with some kind. It looked like a sauce almost that you put on like a good steak.
Oh, that's
tar
disgusting.
black.
Well, if
You
you
have a shot of
fantastic.
that, you can't remember the next week. It was fantastic.
You know, I used to
You
have
could
a few things like that in at the academy. That would make you forget
I
the
still
worst
don't know what
finals
was
week of my life.
Well, the difference between that and what he's talking about is that criffing drink doesn't come in hypodermics.
I
Well,
really do
don't
think
worry.
that
I'm
was actually just
certain.
coincidence.
I'm
Because
certain
some
if
of
you were to
those,
have me analyze it,
dimers.
it'd be 90% carbon, 20%.
You tap in
Synthol.
prisons. The inmates make a kind of alcohol. They make it from the fruit that they get on the rare occasions they get.
Is
I
it the
don't know
stuff
how
they
they
mix in the
make it.
fresher? They mix it in the fresher,
Yeah.
don't they? I know exactly what
Yeah,
you're
it's
talking about.
horrible.
Well,
Whatever
Should've
gets
worse
you drunk,
to
I
go
guess.
through
When
if
you're
you're
locked-
in a
when you're locked
or
up.
prison colony.
When you're locked up, you're gonna want to buzz, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let's
Might
be
as well.
honest.
No point being picky, right?
Yeah, true. I mean, we'll probably all end up in a penal colony.
Oh, let's not be so hasty.
A penal colony or death, That's probably what's going to be of us.
Or
But hey, if it
victory.
turns out good. Oh, victory. That's a good optimistic way to look at it.
Well,
Hail
I'm going
victory,
down swinging.
what
I don't
are
know about
you?
the rest of you.
Oh my goodness! Look, we'll just settle
Hey,
for a yippee. How about that?
I'm in for the
Hey,
yippee.
hey, Dex, you. You've been a little
If that,
quiet.
I'm having a party when we win.
You have anything to say, Dex? Any stories about when you're about your past? Anything like that?
I think he's just
Be
deep in
careful, he's
thought.
gonna get you to spill your guts.
Nice stoic, deep in thought. I see how it is.
You know that saying that they, I don't know if this is actually just a colloquialism, but there's a saying, it's, remain silent, let others think you're a moron, rather than speak and remove all doubt.
I've heard that one, yeah.
I knew a TIE fighter pilot who just wouldn't speak to anyone.
There's
He
also
would just he would kind of stand there just stoically like this, arms behind his back.
Well, you know,
like a
there's
big
that old
wouldn't say
proverb. There's that old proverb, you know, 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason.
Yeah.
I never heard that one. I do like that.
I never heard that.
I always heard it's better to listen than to speak.
Well, then
That
why
doesn't
are
really
the
sound as
ears
much
on
of
the
a
sides of your
proverb.
head, but your mouth is in the front?
That's actually...
I don't know, but you seem to talk
Decent
out of your
point.
rear a lot, so we'll never find out.
Oh, okay.
Bloody hell.
I'll remember that
Someone woke
next
up on
time
the
you
wrong
log
side of
into
the
a
car.
computer and leave it on.
It'll lock me out of my
Oh,
medical terminal.
don't piss her off, because she's one of those desk jockeys. You will lose all of your data.
Yeah.
I will get into your credits. I did that to an ex-boyfriend of mine.
It's okay.
Ooh.
Whoa,
blast.
hey, okay.
All right, you heard that, boys. Keep away from her.
Not like many of us have all that many yen right now.
Yeah.
My yen was seized at when I joined.
They seized? How did they find you so fast? You must not be good at your job.
I was a patrolman. My planet was directly under the control of the Empire. So,
Well, so is Chandril.
yeah, it
That's
was
still
pretty
to make it out
obvious.
here.
Pretty
Didn't
obvious.
seize
They
nothing of
keep
mine.
tabs on all the patrolmen on my...
Group leader?
I keep everything. Commander?
The Admiral's request that you gather Green Group in whole and bring them to the meeting room. The meeting room, sorry, my bad. The our fun little circle. The real meeting
The bridge? On the command deck,
well, secondary bridge, but nonetheless. And I suppose bring no way as well.
Yeah, I've done.
You're good. And not piecemeal too. Bring everyone. We don't. It's awkward staring at each other, waiting.
Hesta, go grab those that are on the flight deck.
Yes, sir.
Get them up here.
All right.
Bring them here
All right.
specifically. We'll all go as
Roger that.
After you, Mr. Way.
The rest of you just stay here a minute.
No, thank you very
Oh,
much.
stay here. Never mind. Hold on, stay
We're
here.
waiting. We're waiting
stay
on.
here? Oh.
Yeah, we're waiting on. Grab the others from the flight deck.
What do you think they're doing?
So,
down there?
so
Just
weird.
com check. How copy?
Banging wrenches together, torches, seeing what lights on fire down
That's
there.
exactly what they
Was
were
that-
doing the other night.
Was that one guy claiming credit to the A-Wing that hit a rock?
Yeah, he
It's
said it hit a
it's-
asteroid. That's Hex. Yeah.
Finest pilot I see.
Oh, Hex is a crusty old veteran. He was, I think it was the Alliance before we were even on the fringe.
Never been
Crusty is a good word for him, I think.
To be
It must be
honest.
like slamming
I
into a
can
tree in a
fly.
desert.
He might have his
He's probably got
his
the mute
comlink
on.
muted.
Blast.
Maybe you should let everyone know when we're in this little circle.
Oh,
Right,
hey,
channel
you
to make-
still got that, oh, never mind. Anyone here have a EL-16?
I do not. I got the
I
AH.
have no
16
idea
right
what
here.
that is.
Why?
No, I've got a power pack I found on the ground.
Oh, I have a spare glow rod if anyone needs it. I picked it up last night.
You
I'll
got
take
one?
it.
I want
I
that.
have a few,
Ooh.
but
I
I
asked
no,
for
you
it.
don't.
want another one.
Maybe next time.
You never have too
Damn.
much.
No criffing manners on you, huh?
Exactly.
It's okay.
There you are.
I'll remember this.
I used to use
Don't worry, I'll
DLC
get, if I find another one, I'll give it to
23
you first. How
back
about
in
that?
Empire.
Thank you.
That thing
That.
chewed through
No problem.
gas.
Well, I guess I know who I'm covering behind when the blasters start going.
Dr. Stillstrider, don't you doctors have like a creed for like not doing harm?
I suppose there's a creed. I never signed. I just didn't.
He skipped that in med school.
It doesn't make much sense if you're going for the gentle doctor look to be carrying around a piece.
That explains it. Thank you.
That's right. Do you not have a weapon right now?
When the
Fennel?
She should have a DT-12.
No, I have one.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, I do not want to think about the
simply
feeling
just
of
don't know how
death
to
right
use it
now.
very well.
Anyway.
Alright.
Oh, hello!
We have everyone?
Everyone's it.
Oh, shit, in.
Hey, Pelotor, unmute your Griffin compact.
Sorry, thought it was unmuted.
Hey, Kosh, how's that ship coming?
It's heavily
Alright.
damaged, but
Fasten the holsters on your bloody hell. Sorry, just waking up. Fasten your holsters. Don't let the admiral see any weapons. Just let's head on over.
Gotta look presentable.
You never did say, am I exempt from that as the security on?
It's not polite.
Fair enough.
Alright, boys, let's take tea.
Alright, after you, Mr. Whip.
Perhaps his high well-bornness is not enjoying the early timetable.
I think it's the longest
Probably
I've been
not.
in this vessel and no sense joining.
I still don't know if it's day or night right now.
Admiral?
Chief?
Thank you, Captain. Yes.
Green group supporting?
Take a seat, please.
Hi.
Sensor Group 1. Time allotted 50 minutes. Repeat. Time allotted. Red group coming out of hyperspace.
Good to see that Mr. Wei has decided to join us. Mr. Wei, please take a seat.
Papa
Now,
Squad, I
I'd
don't
like to
fight.
get a good look at this. Alright, folks. I believe that your group leader has given you the information on the situation as it pertains to Alcuin. Is that correct?
Aye.
So then I'll spare the preliminary. What you're looking at here is a holographic image recreation of the Shadow Cypher machine. Is anybody here unfamiliar with this technology? Good. The Empire has been effectively using this thing to cut us out of any means of gathering meaningful intelligence against them for the last 20-odd years. Machines are usually kept in highly secured bases, mostly operated by Sector Plexus and the Empire's Security Bureau. Completely unable to find any working instances of them, so they reverse engineer the technology. Codebreakers on Alcuin have been hard at work, as all of you should know by now. Unfortunately, they can't make it any farther without having a practical machine to test their theories on. So, that's where this image comes in. We have an inside man on an Imperial location. A Sector Plexus listening post on Praxis 8. He was able to provide us with this holographic image and give us some information as to where one such machine is found. It is the most unguarded instance of a Shadow Cypher machine of which we are aware. This may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get a crack at the Empire's secret codes. Of course, this is no cakewalk. Sector Plexus guards its secrets tightly. Job. The base, as we understand it, is heavily guarded, but not simply by personnel, but by security equipment. Cameras, sensors, ray shielding technology, locked down hallways, super tight passageways, self-sealing bulkheads. All the latest and greatest fixings in security technology, they have it.
Another day at the office.
Nothing we ain't had before.
Now this, like I mentioned, this post is the least guarded instance that we have found that has a confirmed Shadow Cypher machine on it. If we're ever going to get a chance, this is the one. We have to hit it quick.
Question, Chief.
Shoot.
If it's this important, are they going to have it rigged to blow up if someone tampers with it?
Well, that's an excellent question, and my answer is that we don't rightly know.
Got something for you, sir.
Okay.
Great.
It's more than likely.
It is distinctly possible that once you yank this thing out of the wall, that they have some sort of countermeasure. But I have reason to believe that it's not rigged to just blow up, that simply. The base houses a number of other important technologies, specifically library computer systems. And if that station were to be knocked out, it would cause latency issues throughout the entirety of Sector Plexus that would create a big headache for the Empire, something that they wouldn't want to deal with, I'm sure.
It's more like it'll scramble it or something. Thank you, Chief.
They may have some sort of countermeasure, but as to what exactly, I'm not sure. Yes.
Won't they know that we have their device?
They will, but simply having their machine doesn't mean that we know their code.
Well, how well do we know about their machine? Is it possible we could rig up some sort of a dummy that looks like it was exploded?
That doesn't make any sense. And I'm sorry
Well,
to
we take
interrupt,
the
but
original and leave behind a box that looks
Hold
like
on.
it, but blown up.
We're putting the space frame before the hyperdrive. Hold on.
Interesting.
The real
Interesting, hold on.
question.
Knowing
If they
Imperial
think that we
probably has a
sabotage
transponder.
their machine rather than stealing it, they
won't
won't
be
be as
looking
quick to
for
change
it.
their codes. That is a good point.
Do you know what the type of metal it's made out of? We just might need to leave something that looks like molten slag instead of trying to
Well, why don't we
imitate
just
the box
steal
itself.
the box and blow up the whole station?
Man has a
Well,
point.
We don't have any
Frame
patent.
before the hyperdrive. I've got a
It'd be a
question.
lot easier, though.
This station, if we're hitting it, are we gonna have the fleet, or is it infill?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
If we're hitting the station, is it just going to be the just us as a unit attempting to infiltrate, or are we hitting it with the full fleet?
It's deep within Imperial space. We're not getting a fleet in there.
Oh, blast.
That's the thing, we don't have the logistical capacity to bring high explosives into this location, and this is not a fuel depot, it's a library computer. It's not going to go up and smoke that easy.
Anything
There's no
big
point
that
in
we
blowing
try
it
and
up
bring,
anyway.
they'll catch it.
But I do like this idea that we bring a decoy machine. Do we have anybody here that's good with mechanics? Someone that can mock up something similar enough that looks like we blew it up? At least
got
create
it.
enough subterfuge to buy us time?
I think
I can make a box. I don't know about the tech, though.
We got
need
some
something to act
specifications.
as a
We can work on it.
you'll need something
Well,
that can
certainly
lead the
just
train.
Working on that, eh?
Well,
Seems
if
like
we're
Yeah, we've got that alien.
if we're
Targeting.
expounding on the idea of leaving them a mess to untangle, giving us time, we've got code workers. We could scramble their systems as much as we can, make it think that we're going after something other than the cipher. Ciala, you think you could do that?
To give them a dummy machine.
Look, anything
run
that
a-
you can do
a
on the
really
ground that
terrible encryption.
brings them away from our true intentions is great, but I'm not sure that you're going to have the time to do very much.
Good point.
What about
Getting
uploading
this
a
piece of
virus?
equipment is... Gentlemen, please! Getting this piece of equipment is paramount. We've never had a shot at something like this, and I've been waiting for 20 years. If there was a better plan, believe me, I'd pursue it.
We just get in, take the
Um,
thing, get out.
Right. Well,
what about the
That's what
actual
we should do. No, nothing
station? We know
else,
what we're
nothing
grabbing.
complicated, nothing big. We just go in, take it, get out as fast as we can. The quicker we do, the more we doll in there. More
What's
we stay
our
there. There's gonna be
what's
more
our entry vector looking
reinforcements.
like? Entry and exit. What's it looking like?
The planet is not shielded. That's what makes this so significant. They do have a robust sensor network, however, we haven't been able to find a weak spot. Right behind a set of mountains. They didn't properly calibrate. There'll be a precise spot. Coordinates will be given to your pilot. You can set down right there. They shouldn't see you. If you get unlucky with the foot patrol, well, you know how to deal with those, but as far as I am aware, they don't do foot patrols that far outside of the facility. The rest of the planet is of no value to them. It's just a grassy rock, uninhabited.
Was our inside man able to get us schematics of the actual installation, how we're going to get there in the fastest route?
Man was a janitor, so you can kiss those schematics goodbye.
Well, at least we had something, I guess.
Do we know where in the facility the device is?
Yes. The facility is arranged by different colors for different layers in different areas. The orange area is the engineering space. You'll find orange markings along the walls. The machine that we're looking for is located inside the engineering space. You'll have to navigate your way there. Other than that, there's not much that I can provide. They have an on-site reactor.
Is the reactor accessible?
That
Okay,
much
now for
I don't
another
rightly know.
question. What's our gas situation?
Pardon?
What's our gas
Ammunition.
situation? Because I'm pretty sure most of us were left with virtually nothing after we had to ditch shuttle on planet.
Well, I'll make the armory available to you, but situation has been better. 19 years without access to a major arms manufacturer has been taxing. What's available there to you is what you can take. You'll have to make do with it. I can tell you that it won't be enough.
I'll some supplies for you if you want, Chief.
That's
Whatever
secondary
you
to our
can find
primary
there on
objective.
site is yours to take, of course, but that is secondary, as the leader has pointed out.
Yep.
Will we be
So let me
provided with a comm link?
Let me reiterate, gentlemen. This machine is of our primary importance. Anything else that you can do, any subterfuge that you can create, is great, but is not the primary objective. You may not have the opportunity to do anything slick. As long as we get this machine, I'm confident that our code breakers will be able to get into these machines before they're able to roll out an entire fix. A galactic bureaucracy, it takes time to switch out their codes. Could be enough. All we need is to crack the Nova Obliterator plans.
Aye.
The only other relevant piece of information that I have for you is the sensor network that I mentioned within the facility is quite robust at detecting blaster fire. If you do find yourself in an altercation, make that your last option.
Watch your Chief.
Questions, Lampar?
No, just thinking.
I don't suppose we have anything, you know, hand to hand to use. Vibro swords, vibro blades.
Fortunately, the Alliance never stocked those.
More's the pity.
Fists it is.
Alright, put your dukes up, boys.
Well, I'm gonna recommend all of you to take the Boot Leather Express before we start throwing hands, and if it comes to it, I don't mind blasting our way out. I don't want you all to be so apprehensive, but let's keep it from a firefight for as long as we can.
Yep.
What worries me is those self-sealing blast doors.
Admiral, I have a question.
Yeah?
That janitor didn't happen to let us borrow employee or anything, did he?
Unfortunately not. If only it could be so easy. Yes, Captain. Thank you. There is another piece of information I forgot to inform you. An alternative route of escape, should it become necessary. Just outside of the facility, they do have an entire landing field, Lambda shuttles, other forms of transport, hyperspace capable. Might come in handy for you, should it become necessary.
Do they have starships in orbit? Defense fleet?
No, not nearby. The response time would take approximately 50 minutes. Which means if you do trip any sensors, you have about 50 minutes to get out.
We've ran a rock.
We're sure that this is a legit source, right, Admiral? They've just left a Shadow Cypher out in the middle of nowhere with no cover.
It's just a risk we're gonna have to take, isn't it? It's the best chance we've had in 20 years, like the Admiral said.
We won't know till we get there.
Take advantage of this one.
I wouldn't send you into something if I didn't think we were onto something there, Ferome. I think the source is trustworthy enough. Although it is possible, I think it's more likely that after 20 years an empire of that size can mess up and leave something neglected.
There's such things as snipe hunt in our work.
Their mistake, our reward.
Alright. Are there any other questions?
No, let's go backwards for
Provided
that.
with any comm links.
Due to the planet's sensor array to detect any unlawful entry, comlinks will trigger that system. So you won't be able to communicate with me or anybody else until you leave the planet's orbit or until you've already blown your cover. Which I do not advise you do. Time is of the essence. The more you can buy, the better.
I presume that applies to planet-side communiques as well, not just deep space.
Communicating short range between each other probably should be no issue. It's the planet.
Can probably scramble the squad compacts.
We're not gonna need to get separated far enough to use them anyways. Let's not take the risk.
Right. We'll just keep it in mind.
From what our man has told us, this place is a maze. It's set up to be intentionally tricky, like an insane asylum. The hallways lead back into each other. Someone like into it.
A couple of the prisons on the topic to me.
Could always make more.
I must stress, stick together. Your best not to blow your cover. Quick. Get the machine out at all costs, though.
Shouldn't we have split into two teams, one to secure exfil and one to secure the device?
In a facility like this, I do not advise splitting up.
That'll
be up to your group leader.
The more groups that we have on the ground moving in separate locations just doubles our chances of being found.
I tend to agree. Alright, gentlemen, there are no further pressing questions.
May the Force be with us all.
Let's win this war.
May the Force be with us.
Shuttle will be brought up for you and clearance will be announced on system. Take the time to prepare and discuss with yourselves. You'll have a few minutes. Good luck,
What do you make of it, Hex?
May the Force be with
We
you.
should go to the armory.
I've seen worse.
I don't like it, but we can have a choice.
We've had less wiggle room before.
Let's get out of this unscathed.
Where's Pavin? Pavin. Let's see if we can't in this last minute. Come on. Let's cut out the targeting computer from the A-Wing and use that.
Yeah, just grab some wires and give...
The ship is a freaking maze. Wrong way.
hex.
I don't know if that's necessarily the best idea. We might, if we get separated.
If it goes loud, then we'll... If it goes loud,
Here's
then
the
we'll switch
armory.
it. Armory's over here, boys.
It goes tauntaun
Except
shape, then
there's
just...
no ammo.
Here in the armory, actually. Get yourself dressed.
Very, very supplied armory.
Who needs some gas? Get some extra. Who needs it?
And have spare red gas? Or no?
Only blue.
Here,
Sorry.
excuse me.
I don't think anyone has spare red gas.
It's alright, I don't need the blaster anyway.
I think you should keep a blaster on you, Doc. Last thing you want to be is
anyone
naked
got a
in the middle
pistol
of
at
those
the top?
bases.
Well, that's what I've got you guys for.
I have the pistol other than that.
Doesn't seem like there's any power packs for the weapon I
I've
have.
got two answers to that problem.
What weapon you got?
What? Ender?
That's
not.
left
They're not
and
gonna
right.
take it.
Left and right. Don't
Yes,
worry about
not
me.
much
I've
in
got
here.
enough scraps in my heyday.
Whatever we've got,
Thankfully.
take.
Alright.
We have...
In fact, I think I'll take a spare couple of packs.
Look, I'll just take one off an imp, okay? I'm certain we're gonna get loud anyways.
Your boys need any blue gas? Any of you boys need gas? Blue?
We can punch one out anyways.
Good speed, let's roll.
Excuse me.
Let's not keep our pilots waiting.
See how they're doing with that, device.
Aye. Oh, that's engineering. I think it's back this way.
Ugh, it feels like a great dose of radiation. It should be this way.
Nope. This way, yep.
Let's make a search.
I think we did.
This way, yeah, it's this way.
I need to go AFK here for a minute. I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah, it's this way.
Alright, hopefully we
Hey
won't
Dex,
need
you have a
to,
blaster? Or are you,
I have a
you
blaster,
handle
but no power packs.
No power packs. Oh.
What power pack?
Alright, well, I'll get back when I'm done with the bathroom.